Hasbro is remaking HeroQuest. I never saw that coming. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler and I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons news. Yes, as it happens, that's right, there is a new HeroQuest board game getting made. I can't believe it. Okay, so I'm over here on Polygon and looking, there's a new version of HeroQuest, a faithful remake of the classic game. Will it be a classic like Monopoly or Snakes and Ladders? I don't know, but I don't care. The fact that Hasbro is remaking a classic game like HeroQuest, I played this game more than any board game I can possibly imagine. There's not a game I played more. I played it till it fell apart. So let's have a look through here. As it happens so far as I can tell from this article, and I will put it down in the description so you can find it and have a look at it for yourself. It's crowdfunded on Hasbro Plus or HasLab. Never heard of it. Don't know why it's not on Kickstarter. I'm not going to get into that. I don't care. As far as I can tell, it has been funded. It is just going for the stretch goals. Stretch goals? Who cares? We got the basic game. I'm happy with that. It's going to be keeping the original gameplay. It remains the same. Now, why? Is this a good idea? Well, if you remember right, when you were a kid playing this, it was a simple game. Okay, it was a very simple game. It was easy to play. In fact, it was so easy, as far as I can remember, my 5-year-old sister played this game. She played it so much to the point at which we got bored, me and my brothers and sisters. So I'm really pleased. There's a video to watch. We've got to check out the video sometime. You can do that. I have seen part of the video already, okay? So I'm looking through here and thinking about what I experienced, and I've seen people absolutely slam the idea of bringing back HeroQuest in the way that they are talking about. And oh my gosh, look at this. This is a cool picture. Can I just say, when you played this game, you were a kid. If you're an adult now, this might not be quite so exciting, okay? If you're looking for an expansion, a development, making more complicated rules, that's not the point of HeroQuest. Do you know who's going to be buying this game? It's going to be all of the people who played it as a kid and who are now adults and want their kids to play HeroQuest because that's what they played before they started playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is like the entry-level game. HeroQuest is it, and I'm really pleased for this. This is a good sign. Now, so what have we got here? We're keeping the game rules. That sounds good, and we're going to have a higher quality experience. What does that mean? As far as I can tell from the image and what they've written down here, it looks to me like we're talking about an improvement in art, which is a good idea, like that idea. Better miniatures, better cards, best terrain. Sweet, love the idea. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh, now we've got some samples. These are just, of course, computer generated images of the miniatures that we will eventually get, but I don't care. Now, what made this game so great and why I'm so excited is it was a very basic concept. It was duplicating what Dungeons and Dragons did. It's a dungeon crawler. Okay, you explore, you avoid traps, you go on an adventure, you kill monsters, you loot them, you take their stuff. Easy peasy, very simple, does what it needs to do, not as complicated and involved as something like Dungeons and Dragons, but who cares? What are we going to get in here? We've got some really nice stuff here. Okay, so we've got 71 miniatures. That's monsters, heroes, and terrain. And it's not cardboard stuff. As far as I can tell, it looks like they're going to actually use 3D printing. They're going to use 3D plastic miniatures for the terrain. This is what set this game apart from all of the others. The board, the actual game board, is staying the same as far as I can tell. There are 90 cards, 6 custom dice. Not going to be those wooden ones. You remember those? You remember those? They sort of wore off. You know, the images would come off over time. Hopefully that doesn't happen with these. The stretch goals have been reached and they are adding more as far as I can tell. And I'm really excited for this. This is great. Now, this is what I was a bit shocked at the bottom here because this crowdfunding process is only done in the United States and in Canada. Nobody else can crowdfund this thing. which is kind of weird. Why would you not do it on Kickstarter? But it's funded. What is more important is, can everybody else get it? And at the bottom here, just been put in recently, it states the game will be available on stores, so it's not just going to be part of the crowdfunding, it will be released to stores when 2021, next year. Don't know when next year, but sometime next year. Where is it going to be available? United States, not surprised. Canada, not surprised. The UK, not really surprised. Australia, that's good news. And New Zealand. I'm in New Zealand. Ha 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 ha. Ah, sweet as. Okay, so you can tell I'm excited. So we're going to go over to the Pulse website and just have a look at what we've got here, because there's a lot of stuff and I want to talk about it. So 2 million pledged. That means it has been funded. Their target was 1 million. It looks like it's got 28 days to go. Whew, and there are 2 different packages. There is the heroic and there's the mythic tier. So $100 is a lot of money. This is going to be American money. So for me in New Zealand, that transfers into $150. But if I think about buying a new version of HeroQuest for $150, which is probably going to cost me a lot more than that, and I think about the $350 I would have to pay to buy an older version of the game, which is like crazy expensive for me. I mean, that's mad. I'm really impressed by this. This is great news. So let's have a look. So the box on the front looks pretty much the same. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff here. I want to look down. We've got another image. So there's the basic kit and what we get. And then if we go a bit further, the Dungeon Master screen. Yeah, okay, I remember that. The board looks pretty much the same. And we've got updated miniatures, artwork, and the Barbarian. We've got the Dwarf. I remember the Dwarf. These miniatures look really impressive compared to what they were like when I was playing the game. The Elf is not male, it's female. Why not? Seems like a sensible thing to do. Let's just keep going though. And we've got the Wizard. Right, okay, so I'm happy so far. We've got the cards, nice and simple, easy to understand, nice artwork. We got some monsters. All right, okay, so I'm going to scroll down. I've got to have a look at some of this other stuff. I'm hoping that all of these images are going to play out further down as we scroll down. Okay, so there's the video. You can go and watch the video yourself. I'm not going to worry about that. The 2 different pledging options available. And we're going to have a look. So the heroic tier, you pretty much get everything that you would expect from the board game, and you get 4 bonus hero miniatures. Okay, an exclusive miniature. All right, so that sounds like a reasonable deal. Not that I can partake in that. So these are the miniatures: the Barbarian, the Dwarf, the Wizard, the Elf. I feel like I'm a little kid again. And then the bonuses, the Pulse bonuses. These are things I imagine you can't get when they release it to the stores in 2021. So we get a Barbarian, that's a female. Okay. Female Dwarf, female Wizard, and a female Elf. Or maybe is it a male Elf? I don't know. I'm not too sure. And what do we got here? We got Sir Ragnar. Of course we're going to have Ragnar. Ragnar was a big deal. So that's a total of 76 core miniatures. Oh, right, okay. And then the monsters, here we go. Now I remember the monsters, the original monsters. I mean, the sculpts were all right. I mean, Games Workshop did their job pretty well. You know, considering what you got in the box, it was a big deal. The Dread Sorcerer, this is much better. Dread Sorcerer, I like this. This is pretty good. A Gargoyle. So you're going to get 4 Dread Warriors, 4 Skeletons, 2 Goblins. I like the Goblins. I like the Skeletons. I like the Orcs much better than the Orcs we got back in the day. We get 2 Zombies, 2 Mummies, and 3 Aberrations. Those Aberrations look wicked. All right, so Dungeon Decor. See, this is what set it apart, was the Dungeon Decor. So you get 16 open doors, 5 closed doors. The tomb, of course, the sorcerer's table, the weapon rack, the rack, the table, and a bookshelf. What else? We've got a cupboard, treasure chest. You get 3 of them. So it actually indicates how many you get of each one. Fireplace, the throne. You get a bunch of, what are those? Rats and skulls, and the alchemist bench. Why aren't people more excited about something like this? I don't understand why people have been slagging this particular crowdfunding. I don't know why they're slagging it, because, I mean, maybe they would make more money on Kickstarter. But the fact is, they're remaking a game which I frankly feel falls into the same bracket as legendary games like Monopoly and Snakes and Ladders. So the fact that they are re-releasing HeroQuest, the Game of Life. Do you guys remember that? The Game of Life? Okay. 2 expansion packs. This is the mythic tier. This is the highest tier you can get. So you're going to get 2 expansion sets and the whatever you get in the first tier. Okay. Right, let's have a look. What do we got? Yes, I remember Return of the Witch Lord. I believe that, is that a remake of the old one? The expansion you could get? Looks nice. The miniatures look cool. And you get an iron door and you get a reinforced door. Alright, sweet. You get the Witch Lord and the Mentor or the Wizard Hero card. Okay, alright. Keeler's Keep. I remember Keeler's Keep as well. This looks really nice. I'm happy. Nice looking miniatures. And moving down. Okay, so the Warlock Hero has already been unlocked. The 6 extra combat dice have been unlocked. Sweet. The 2 extra skeletons have also been unlocked. Extra goblins unlocked. The quest book by Stephen Baker. Prophecy of Telor. Stephen Baker, isn't he the guy didn't he originally make this board game? I'm pretty sure he is. Okay. And then they've got these extra ones that they have added on. I've only just seen these recently. 2 extra zombies. Yep, sweet, we'll take them. The Druid Hero, why not? 2 extra orcs, 2 extra mummies, and a quest book by, oh, you gotta be kidding. The Spirit Queen's Torment. Really, they got him involved? I can't believe it. Bard Hero, and then we got frequently asked questions at the bottom. Look, this is right. Just amazing. I am so impressed. I can't believe in my lifetime something like this actually happened. HeroQuest getting reprinted. I've always wanted that to happen. Oh my lord. Okay, so I don't care what anybody says. Frankly, this is just amazing. You get a better view. I can have a better view of all of the images as well. All of the cards, all of the miniatures. I remember the spell cards. Don't you remember the spell cards? I know I remember the spell cards. If I was a parent and I played this game as a kid, I would definitely want this board game. This is not the board game purchased by kids. It's the game purchased by adults who try to get their kids to play it, who want to play Dungeons and Dragons with them in another, what is it, between 5 and 7 years as they wait. Because a 5-year-old can play this game. I know, because I know my sister played it at 5. She could handle it. Other 5-year-olds, more than capable of pulling this off. I am still trying to recover from the fact that this is actually going to happen. That means I can actually purchase the board game at a reasonable price, upgraded later on in my country from Mighty Ape in New Zealand. Okay, alright, so I am excited. You don't have to be excited, but I'm definitely and really impressed. Hasbro, you've done a great job. Look, if you found this video content useful, fantastic. I have hundreds of videos for players and dungeon masters you're welcome to go and check out. If you want to support the channel so I keep doing video content like this, then you can do that by checking out my Patreon page. The affiliate link's down in the description to Amazon. I have a merchandise shelf underneath all of my videos, or just watch my videos, that's fine too. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.